'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. The stockings were hung by the chimney with care, in hope that St. Nicholas soon would be there. The children were nestled all snug in their beds, while visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama in her kerchief and I in my cap had just settled down for a long winter's nap. When out on the lawn there rose such a clatter, I sprang from the bed to see what was the matter. Away to the window I flew like a flash, tore open the shutters and threw open the sash. The moon on the breast of the new fallen snow gave a luster of midday to objects below, when what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sleigh and 8 tiny reindeer. With a little old driver so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than wheels and horses they came, and he whistled and shouted and called them by name. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donder and Blitzen, to the top of the porch, to the top of the wall. Now dash away all. As dry leaves that before the wild hurricane fly when they meet with an obstacle mount to the sky, so up to the housetop the coursers they flew, with a sleigh full of toys and St. Nicholas too. As I drew in my head and was turning around, down the chimney St. Nicholas came with a bound. He was dressed all in fur from his head to his foot, and his clothes were all tarnished with ashes and soot. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes how they twinkled, his dimples how merry, his cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn up like a bow, and the beard on his chin was as white as the snow. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled his head like a wreath. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was a chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. A wink of his eye and a twist of his head soon gave me to know I had nothing to dread. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. And laying his finger aside of his nose and giving a nod, a the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down on a thistle. But I heard him exclaim as he drove out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Well, I want to say thank you so much for coming out tonight, and an even bigger thank you to Superintendent Dr. Jason Lau. Not only for all of his support of the music program, but for his willingness to be ambushed by me at Westwood staff breakfast a couple days ago and decide to agree to do this. So thank you very much for everything. We're going to do a quick percussion shift here, and then our jazz group is going to come on. So if you just give us a second, we should be on to the jazz in just a minute. So once again, I want to say thank you for coming out. I'm going to do a little bit of vamping here. As great as it is to have 21 percussionists in our concert band, it does create some unique logistic problems for us, as you can see. That last group was made up entirely of junior and senior percussionists that were working on that piece for the last few weeks, and kind of going above and beyond our normal class time. So it's really, really great they're able to put that kind of time and work together all outside of our general class time meeting. Tonight, a couple of things that I want to mention as we get going. We've got our vibe set there. And as our Jazz 2 folks start coming out on stage, hopefully they can hear the audio in the hallway. There are 2 drum sets here on stage, so if you see, we're going to be doing a combined piece with our jazz bands. If you are a friend or family of one of our drummers, make sure that you can kind of get over to this side for the combined piece, because all of our trombones and trumpets will be standing in front of the drum set. So if you're over here and you want to see your drummer, make sure that you shift over for just a little bit. We doing good? Fantastic. All right, so at this point, I'm going to go grab the Jazz 2 students, and then we'll be right back into it.
Happy birthday, Brody!
You normally need to plug them in. All right, so that first piece featured Nolan, Zoe, and Anna as our soloists. Very, very impressive given that, again, this group had 5 days of rehearsal before this concert, and Anna joined the class 2 days before the trimester started. She decided, senior year, I'll try jazz flute, so big shout out to her. This next piece, we're going to bring back, I look back at Braylon. Braylon hates that I'm doing this piece on our winter concert because he is adamant that it is not a Christmas song. But this is a jazz standard that has been played by the likes of John Coltrane and many others. This is our version of My Favorite Things. That piece featured Lamar, Nolan again, and Brody back in the trumpet section. So at this point, we did this last year, and I think it was a really cool thing for the students to be able to do. At this point, I'm going to invite our Jazz 1 students, hopefully they can hear me, out onto the stage, and we're going to do a combined piece together. So this is a Motown version, which was really fun. We got to talk about the history of Motown and what made Motown and its arranging team of musicians so impactful on pop music and what that's led to in modern music. But this is going to be our version of, it's called Ho Ho Ho, Who Wouldn't Go? It's our version of Up on the Housetop. This one's going to feature Nolan Trombley on tenor sax, all 4 of our senior drum set players, Hayden Wade, Braylon Kirscher, Luke Dolan, and Joseph King are going to solo back there. And then we're going to come up front for Sam Conover for the final solo. This is our combined version Up on the Housetop. As one of my drum set players is scrambling and we're moving a chair, one other thing I did want to point out, you can all see our wonderful guitar player from Jazz 1, Sadie Clark, up here. She's dying on the inside right now because I said her name out loud. But more than anything, if you were paying close attention, you also saw that she was in the trumpet section of Jazz 2. She spent the summer and the first try picking up a second instrument and decided to play in our second jazz group just as a fun little side thing. So it brings to the point of these musicians are incredible to work with, so dedicated, and I'm incredibly lucky to have them willing to throw their time at this music program, and I'm excited for you to hear their work. This is why we test this. This is why we test it. There we go. All right. All right, so at this point, we're going to have our Jazz 1 group play 2 songs for you. And you will notice we only have 3 saxes out front. I do want to give a shout out. Landon Kelly is out here tonight, and he got his wisdom teeth taken out like a week and a half ago. And he was like, I'm so bummed. But he was like, I still want to be at the concert. I want to help in any way I can. I wanted to make sure Landon knew I appreciate you, and hopefully no dry sockets over break. But this first piece we're going to do is originally composed for the Count Basie Orchestra. And it is what we call a blues form. So there's going to be a couple of solos you're going to hear from Xander Konjerski and Luke Dolan. But the main solo you're going to hear, and I want to invite her up right now, is a really talented vocalist who always keeps me on my toes. I might ask McKenna to grab a backup mic here. We'll see. This is cutting out a little bit more. But Maris Grum. I forgot to give a shout out to Dane Kintop on the trumpet on that one. All right, our final piece for the jazz set for you tonight is going to be a piece by the composer Rich DeRosa, teaches composition down at the University of North Texas, a really famous jazz school known for their 1 o'clock jazz band. This is his version, using a little Zydeco groove, which is down in the Cajun swampland of Louisiana, so you'll hear some second line type sounds. This is our version of Joy to the World. All right, so house lights will come on, get up, stretch out just a bit. We're gonna get this stage set up for concert band, and we got a few more pieces for you. As a director of a large ensemble, we have 93 students in Tri-2 and we had nearly 70 students in Tri-1. Finding music that is interesting and not just loud takes a lot of work, and these students do a great job of performing with as much nuance as high schoolers in this area do, and I'm always impressed. That first piece was a piece called Winterscapes, a collection of carols and medleys that we kind of put together. This next piece is by the composer Shelley Hansen, who's from the Minneapolis area. This piece is inspired by Eastern European klezmer music. You're gonna hear Hayden Wade back there on the Irish bodhran, and you're gonna hear Anna Metcalf on a piccolo solo. You're gonna hear Katie back there on a soprano sax solo. A lot of colors and sounds that we don't get to hear that often in the concert band setting. So it's gonna be a really cool piece. This is Shelley Hansen's arrangement of Patapan. All right, at this point, they're going to go back out in the hallway. rejoin with our new students that joined us in Try 2, trying to just have them join in to like an already set thing hasn't worked very well in the past. So we're gonna, as chaotic as this looks, it's actually the simplest way to do this. As they are clearing the stage, and then a couple of things I want to mention. First and foremost, a big shout out to our West Superior Ag Science Department for the wonderful poinsettias on the front of the stage here. Each one has an envelope behind it that you can use cash or check to purchase for yourself and deposit your envelope in this basket at the front of the stage, and you can take that with you tonight at the end of the concert. Couple of quick thank yous. I want to say, obviously, another thank you to Dr. Lau for narrating our piece, but also for the support that he provides to our music program. A shout out and a thank you to Dr. Gerke, Mr. Scott Eggert, for all the support that they provide throughout the year. This type of music program doesn't happen by accident, and it doesn't happen by sheer will of force as much as we want to put everything we have into it between myself, Dave, and Becky, between 5th grade through 12th grade band. It takes more than just us. It also takes more than just our administrators. It takes you as a community supporting live music and supporting music education. So I want to say thank you for coming out, supporting these students, giving them a positive response, and showing that investing in the arts like this is a worthwhile endeavor. The number of students that continue on past our program, whether it's as a music major, a music education major, and being a future teacher, or students that go and study music performance, 2 saxophone players that are studying out at the Berklee College of Music in Boston right now, students that have completed their music performance degrees from Stevens Point and our local professional performing musicians. We have a very, very high percentage of students who have continued on in the arts as performers, as teachers, as lovers of music past high school. I just want to say thank you to the community for your support, because they know that it has value from you showing up to concerts, your support as friends, as family. So I just want to say thank you once again. I'm going to go make sure that they're not like killing each other in the hallway, and then we will come out and perform our final pieces for you. Oh! I love it when I'm proven wrong. They're so responsible. All right, we've got a few moving pieces before this last one. Phoenix might need to watch his back a little bit. But a couple of moving pieces to get this last piece for you put together. Before we do that, that last piece was an arrangement by the composer Megan Vintner. It's a little bit like sneaking veggies into dinner. That had the, kind of sounds a little bit like it could be the opening of maybe like a Hallmark movie. Maybe like a nice snowy setting, someone's long lost relative runs a Christmas tree farm. There's a magical ghost. I don't know, whatever floats your Hallmark movie boat. That's a call out to my wife's favorite Christmas movie, by the way. Every year, The Spirit of Christmas gets played at some point in our house. And I give her a hard time about it because I think it's terrible. But that's okay. This is my opportunity where I say thank you for your love, support. Lauren, Aaron, you complete me and give me all sorts of patience while I'm obnoxious. So thank you very much for the two of you. But this last piece, the piece before that was called Snow on Snow, but it featured a setting of Gustav Holst in the Bleak Midwinter, which is a very classic choral piece that has, we've played a version of it before, but sneaking it in with this allows a very interesting teaching moment of how do we combine new and old in our contemporary composition. So this last piece is by André Jutras called C'est Noël. It's going to be a collection of carols. You'll see our wonderful percussion section up front. They composed this part themselves. They really, really wanted to play Mrs. Rollins' hand chimes, so they found a way to make it work. Thank you so much for coming out tonight. Poinsettias are available at the end of the concert. Your students will meet you in the commons. We're not tearing down the stage tonight like at the fall concert, so try one, parents. You don't have to worry about the tear down afterwards. Thank you again so much for coming out. It's incredible for the community support. Hope you have enjoyed it. Have a happy holiday season.